whether
Bob,
it's
are
not
you
so
saying
fun
you
if
don't
you're a
think
miner.
when the next halving comes up that like 6 months leading into the halving, it's going to start going up because everybody, oh, it's going to be cut in half. We're going to have this giant thing, and people are going to start buying it, forcing the price up.
Well, here's the only thing I can say: the cost of production doubles overnight. So if you look at it from what does it do to the supply, it's meaningless, and it has been meaningless for several halvings, right? It really doesn't affect the amount of Bitcoin getting in the market. What it does do is it doubles the cost of production overnight. So that is a true
and it can hit
statement.
the miners in a big way, obviously, right?
Yeah. So we care a lot about it. I should point out, it only doubles the cost of production in a world where the fees are really low, and they are abysmally low right now. And this is like we were talking about FUD before, and I spend a lot of time and effort over the last few years talking about block space scarcity, and I still hold everything I've said about that to be true, that I think ultimately we will find that block space itself is phenomenally scarce and there will be fierce competition just for access to the base layer. That said, people aren't using the network right now, and that's not good for Bitcoin. It needs Metcalfe's law is, the value of a network is equal to the square of the number of users of the network. But people aren't using the network, and we talked about the ETS. Well, that kind of takes people off of the network, right? The new people coming in aren't running nodes. They're not running base layer transactions themselves, like these sort of things. And that is concerning. That does hurt. Probably don't want to go too deep into it, but maybe we can do it in a different episode, about governance and things like that. But while Bitcoin adoption has gone way up over the last several years, and we have a couple 100 million people with wallets and all that sort of stuff, there's like 25,000 listening nodes, like what I would call active nodes on the network. That's it, and that's not good. And when we are faced, by the way, with junctures in the protocol and the governance, which you were talking about, Larry, the nodes play an important part in that. And the only people that essentially get a vote, I'll put it that way, the only people that get a vote in those sort of things are those with nodes. They can signal for protocol changes, and if there happens to be some what's called a competing chain, they get to pick which of the chains they're going to follow. Like those are important.